I said.
I think I finally figured out Apple's secret. And honestly, it isn't the iPhone, it isn't the MacBook, and it definitely isn't Apple Intelligence. The real reason people stay with Apple is the ecosystem. And after using more and more Apple products over the last year, I think that's actually Apple's biggest strength and its biggest problem. When I first started buying Apple products, I didn't plan on building an ecosystem. I wasn't sitting there thinking, one day I'll own a MacBook, an iPhone, an iPad, and everything else Apple sells. I just bought a product because I liked it. Then another, and then another. And before I knew it, everything was connected. And that's when I started understanding why so many people stay with Apple. Before we continue, if you enjoy videos like this, please make sure to subscribe. I'll be posting a lot more content soon. Now let's get into it. For a lot of people, it starts with a MacBook. And honestly, that's probably where it started for me too. The MacBook Air is one of those products that's just easy to live with. It's lightweight, the battery lasts literally forever, and the trackpad is incredible, and it just works. You stop thinking about the laptop and start focusing on whatever you're doing. And that's exactly what good technology should do. But then something happens. You get an iPhone, and suddenly things start connecting. Photos appear everywhere, messages sync automatically, AirDrop becomes part of your daily routine, and that's when you realize Apple isn't really selling products, they're selling convenience. And the funny thing is, the reason I keep using Apple isn't because of big features everyone talks about, it's the small features, small things. Copying something on my iPhone and pasting on my MacBook, opening a website on one device and continuing on another, sending files from AirDrop in seconds, receiving calls and messages across multiple devices. These aren't the features people get excited about when a new product launches, but they're the features I use every single day. And once you get used to them, it's surprisingly quite difficult to go backwards. The best example of this is probably my iPad mini. I originally bought iPad mini as a secondary device, something I'd use occasionally, but now I use it almost every single day for reading, for watching YouTube, browsing internet, taking notes. And because it fits perfectly into Apple ecosystem, everything feels seamless. Never have to think about moving files or syncing photos or sending things between devices. It just happens. And now Apple is taking that even further. At WWDC 2026, Apple finally showed the Siri update people have been waiting for. Siri can now understand what's on your screen, pull information from your messages, photos, and files, and understand personal context much better than before. For example, if somebody sends you a photo of a place but doesn't tell you where it is, Siri can help you identify the location. It can understand what's currently on your display and use information from across your devices to give you more relevant answers. Now, none of this is completely new in the world of AI. Other companies have already introduced similar features. But what's interesting is how Apple is integrating everything into the ecosystem. Because the more Siri understands your phone, MacBook, iPad, or your personal data, the more useful the ecosystem becomes. And the more useful the ecosystem becomes, the harder it is to leave. And this is where the problem starts. Because once you're used to all of this, leaving becomes difficult. Not impossible, just inconvenient. And I think that's Apple's real superpower. Not individual products, the ecosystem itself. Because every new Apple product makes the existing products more useful, and that's incredibly smart. Now, don't get me wrong, Apple isn't perfect. The products are expensive, like I mentioned in my previous videos. The accessories are more expensive, and sometimes it feels like Apple knows exactly how difficult they've made it to leave. There are things that still change, and there are definitely areas where competitors do things better. But even knowing all of that, I still find myself reaching for Apple products every day. So when people ask me why so many people stay with Apple, I don't think it's because Apple makes perfect products. I don't think it's because they are always fast. And I don't think it's because they're always the most innovative. I think it's because once everything starts working together, life becomes a little easier. And convenience is a very difficult thing to give up. That's the real power of Apple ecosystem. And honestly, that's also the biggest problem with it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And if you've made it this far, you may as well subscribe. You're basically part of the channel already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.